Here's what I've learned. After studying all of these people for the past 10 years, I truthfully have learned that there are two things that people hate, okay? The first is change, and the second is the way things are. Kind of puts us in a tough spot, doesn't it? We don't want to rock the boat too much, but we know that we can't stand still either. Instead, what I think we should make are 1-degree shifts. A 1-degree shift is that smallest viable change that we can make over and over and over once we've isolated friction to slowly remove it. It's that getting yourself fired concept that Sean was talking about this morning. What's that one creative idea, that one shift that allows us to think and do something a little bit different without rocking the boat too much, but knowing that we can't stand still either? This is effective. But don't just take it from me, take it from the 2002 British cycling team. A team that in the 76-year history of the Olympics was awful, very like Cleveland Browns-esque, actually, now that I think about it. Not only had they not won gold in 76 years, they hadn't even made it to the podium. They've gone through team after team, coach after coach. Nothing was working until finally they brought on this gentleman by the name of Dave Brailsford. It was Brailsford's goal to get this team on the podium in Beijing in 2008. And he knew, unlike coaches before him, the power of these 1-degree shifts and these small marginal gains. So his first objective, find where the root of this friction is coming from. And so he asked these 5 questions, which again, by the way, are questions that we can ask our team when we're looking for the root of our friction too. He said, well, where is there friction? And intuitively, where there's friction, you already want to go to the fastest answer that comes to the top of your head. In Brailsford's case, the friction is that the team wasn't winning. So what should he be doing about it? Well, the easy answer would be to get the team better equipment, would to be able to push them harder and harder and harder. The problem, where was it going wrong, is that the team was getting sick and they were burning out when you were pushing them harder. They also had the best equipment around the world. So what was really going wrong? We have to ask that next deeper question. What he found is that the riders were getting sick when they were on the road, more so when they were at home. Perhaps not a surprise. So the first 1-degree shift that he made was to bring a surgeon in to teach the team how to wash their hands more effectively. Now again, remember, this is like pre-COVID, so like washing your hands and sanitizing properly, that was a pretty big deal. And sure enough, that small 1-degree shift enabled the riders to get sick less, and when they got sick less, now they started to ride better. He said, okay, well, that's great. Let's try another one. Now I'll give you each a portable hand sanitizer bottle. Use this as much as you possibly could. And they did, and they got sick less. He then said, okay, I'm going to try something a little bit different. A small shift. He said, I'm going to put a PSA out to the cycling community that says, not out of disrespect, but we're not going to be shaking hands anymore. We'll do elbow bumps instead. Again, right? Pioneer. And he did that, and his riders got sick less. And then he noticed that when they were on the road, the riders weren't sleeping as well. So did he get them new mattresses and new beds? No. He just found out that different riders slept better at different temperatures. So he just adjusted the thermostat by literally 1 degree at a time to figure out optimal sleeping temperatures. Then he said, well, why don't you bring your pillows with you too? I know you're going to sleep better on the pillows that you usually sleep at home, and they don't take up that much space, so let's give it a shot. After every one of these shifts, the team started to perform a little bit better. They started to have this sense of camaraderie, belonging, trust. They started to decentralize, democratize the whole 1-degree shift process so that riders could talk about their diet, they could talk about their fitness routines, they could talk about their relationships, their sleep schedules, everything that allowed them to share and almost gamify these small 1-degree shifts. Now what happened? They started to trust each other more. They started to have more fun. They started to perform better. Sure enough, 6 years of hundreds of 1-degree shifts, off the British cycling team goes to Beijing. And what happens? Not only did they make it to the podium, but they won 7 out of 10 gold medals that year. Just incredible. The Paralympic team that adopted the same 1-degree shift philosophy, the same marginal gain philosophy, they won 7 out of 10 gold medals too. And if you think this was a fluke, sure enough, in 2012, there was the British cycling team winning 7 out of 10 gold medals again. Dave Brailsford, which I think is a nice little cherry on top, he's now knighted. His name is Sir Dave Brailsford for the work that he's done with his team. He was then poached from the Olympic team and assigned to the Tour de France team. The British Tour de France team had never won the Tour de France, but between 2012 and 2022, they won 6 times. A 1-degree shift isn't much, and that's the whole point. It's not supposed to be. In fact, in '69, when we went to the moon, If that rocket was off by just 1 degree at takeoff, if the launch trajectory is off by 1 degree at takeoff, we would have missed the moon by about 3,400 kilometers, for twice the diameter of the moon. 1 degree shift isn't that much. Sometimes the power of these small steps can actually get us to our goal faster with less friction. Sometimes the big, intimidating goals that are hard to get to, that are hard to fathom, that are 5 years down the line, sometimes that just doesn't work as well.